In 12 investigates, the Davidson County Sheriff's Office has charged the owner of Triad Carports and metal structures.
Jesse Black faces 25 felony counts connected to obtaining property under false pretenses. Investigators say he defrauded more than 25 people. Our Sarah Sowers has been looking into the unfulfilled promises for months.
And speaks now to customers who paid thousands for jobs they say were never done.
We're still trying to find Jesse.
Back in late 2023, Vlahos and her husband decided to hire Triad Carports and the company's owner, Jesse Black, to complete a 50 by 70 foot storage garage in Winston-Salem after receiving what they thought was a good estimate. The deposit for the project was more than $38,000, and their understanding was work would start after they sent a check and a permit was received to build the structure. But after waiting a few months, that didn't happen.
Since then, he's just repeatedly given us excuses, at certain times not getting back to us at all.
She says Black gave them a list of excuses ranging from health complications to backup timing to pour concrete at the build site. She says she gave him benefit of the doubt, but when she realized the project might not be done, she asked for her deposit back to cancel the job.
He said that he couldn't give us our money back because he had already built the rafters.
After several months of waiting, Vlahos says she had enough and filed a lawsuit in April of 2024.
At this point, we don't even want him to build our building anymore. You just cannot trust anybody like this. We don't even know what kind of quality building we'll be getting at this point. And we're just completely done with all of this.
And Zoe Vlahos is not alone. 12 Investigates spoke with 2 other women who say Triad Carports never completed their jobs.
I'm going to scream it from the rooftops, like, stay away, buyer beware.
Louisa Blaylock said she started working with Triad Carports in the end of May last year for the installation of her 30 by 50 garage.
You call the company, they don't answer the phone, they call you back like weeks later, days later, and it's just excuse after excuse.
She got a quote for the nearly $26,000 project on May 30th, and we're told that if they paid a $12,000 deposit, concrete would be poured within 12 weeks.
3 months comes and we're still not scheduled for concrete.
That's when she decided to take matters into her own hands and got the concrete done on her own dime. That was back in December. Since then, she was able to get her deposit back from Triad Carports, but only after threatening legal action. Several other Triad clients reached out to WXII with their own stories of delays and frustration over their jobs not being completed. Leslie Pupo, who lives in Salisbury, spoke with us 6 months after she gave a deposit to the company and never got word about when her project would start.
They can't even do our job from 5 months ago. How are they in good conscience taking money from people now? I mean, what are they telling people? Like, well, you'll have it for Christmas next year?
She got her full deposit of $6,995 back, but says her experience was frustrating.
This is no way to run a business. I mean, you have to know how many jobs you have in the queue and approximately how long it's going to take for each one. I said, are we talking a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? And she said, well, I can't give you that.
Pupo says the company has blamed illness, rain, contractor delays, and even Hurricane Helene. 12 Investigates reviewed a letter sent by the company to clients back in November, revealing issues with credit card processing of payments and delays in pouring concrete. The owner of the company, Jesse Black, told 12 Investigates the same thing over the phone. Black agreed to do an interview with us on multiple occasions, but says due to being sick and, quote, on the move, we could not sit down with him, in person or through Zoom. Instead, he sent a 2-page statement saying, in part, quote, I know that it is not being done in the time we initially told these customers, but we are in no way, shape, or form a scam. He goes on to say, quote, we do not take customers' money and run with it. Since all of this started in April, we have put out so many buildings and pads. And he is adamant that the company is doing, quote, everything in our power to get back on track with these orders.
We were unaware that there were others out there that were having issues like we were. We just hope that we can resolve this matter, get our money back, and we certainly hope the rest for everyone else.
And that was Sarah Sowers reporting. And again, we have reached out to Black for comment. He sent us a statement denying the allegations.
As of February, the company was still posting on their Facebook page, gathering more customers, despite not finishing other jobs last year.
When Sarah started her investigation, Triad Carports had a C rating from the Better Business Bureau. That rating has since fallen to an F.
And we spoke to the BBB on how F ratings are given out and what consumers can keep in mind.
We encourage consumers to look at the complaints that have been filed against a business so that they can see the issues that other people are having with the business. And in this instance, people would have seen that the majority of customers were saying that they put down a deposit with the business, but then saying that the business never installed the carport or the metal building.
If you have a 12 Investigate story to share with us, we do want to hear from you. Send us an email tonight at newstips@WXII12.com. And 12 Investigates coverage on this story continues on our website, where you can read the full statement from Triad Carports.